All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of Full Body Cast Presents Garage Night. Garage Night brought to you by Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Enumclaw, Washington. Also, Bordeaux Wine Bar in Enumclaw, Washington. Hit them up. They got some great beers as well as wines there. My wife is a wine club member, and it's always good stuff there. Also, go hit up Mazatlan. Say hi to Andy. My daughter, Madden, who's engaged, is like, dude, talk to Andy. I want my wedding to be, and this is next year, to be catered by Mazatlan and Enumclaw. So it's, it's good food if my daughter's asking for it, because she is just got the best taste in the world. Ooh, also maybe Chef Country Kitchen, Dan Coote Snyder. Nice to have a food truck at the wedding too. We've got Garage Night with Craig Bentley on the mic.
I think he quit.
Because we're back. And we got Corey Bentley on the mic.
Oh, hey there.
I'm never leaving.
I show up. I think he thought it was over.
Yeah, I think I got his hopes up. I got him on that one. Let's get a nice Oriole jersey picture of you right now. Looking dope, dapper. Corey, single? Are we single still?
Yes.
In case the ladies want that?
In case this Orioles jersey sets it off. I don't think that's going to happen. Do you like my facial expression there? I went with blank.
That was good. Lots to talk about this week, but obviously we're back. Shout out to Dan Coote Snyder and Holly Graff as well. Both of them kind of like reached out and were like, "Hey, is this it? This better be the last one." Dan Moore posted it on Facebook, like, "Hey, give those guys a listen." And I'm 1,000 downloads this week. Now, I don't know if everyone's out there pranking us right now, but 1,000 downloads after I said we may be done. Boom, 1,000.
It was secretly Craig. He really wants to come
back. Craig's just like downloading it like crazy. That was huge. I haven't had 1,000 downloads in, I would say, months. Like maybe even a freaking... It's weird because usually January I'll pick up all these listeners, and then by the end of the year it kind of peters out, and then January kicks back up again. But right now it's just like,
I thought you did well in pumpkin spice season.
I
think that was your jam.
That was my jam. You're my jam, by the way. How's pumpkin land for you? You're dressed like one of that Orioles jersey right now.
I was trying to bring it so that it wouldn't happen, but I got more sitting there to put out tomorrow.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Now, do you look at it as a challenge now?
No, I look at it as a stupid
idiot.
I look at it as like, I don't want to do it. I've done it 100 million times.
Okay, downloading milk crates, down stacking a board of just night crew boards or pumpkins for the rest of your life. What are you doing? Rest of your life. You come in, that's what you do the rest of your life. Milk crates all day?
Yep.
Just slide those puppies off?
All day.
Do you use the little metal thing? Yeah.
Yep. Little ramp?
Yep. No ramp, like the little hook. Have you ever used the hook yet?
Oh, I don't use the hook. I just use the ramp and go.
Ramp and go?
Yep.
That's so instead of standing stuff, it's ramp and go?
Ramp and it's a combination. That's how you get ready for standing stuff.
Happy birthday to Holly, by the way. I wanted to shout that out. She said to me,
happy birthday.
Am I listening to the last episode of Full Body Cast? I will throw a mall fit in the middle of the Swedish lobby right now, because she's a nurse, right here, right now. And I said...
video?
There may be less blank ones. And she said, "Who's that?" And I said, I spelled it wrong. And she goes, "That was a joke, Travis, keep up." And then she said, "Maybe he should pay you to be on." I would maybe make that deal. I
think that should happen, and then you spread that to me and Craig.
Okay. Yeah. I just
transferred.
Yeah.
Just right through.
I don't see it.
No.
But then it goes to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll get in my PayPal.
And then she said, "Where's the best spot in town to watch football on a Thursday night?" I said, if you want to come over here and play some Monopoly Deal, because she's a big Monopoly Deal. The card game. So much fun.
I don't think I've ever played the card game version.
Mel Flores, shout out Mel Flores, and her boyfriend or fiance, Lance, they they went with us to a trip, not to a trip. They went with us to Lake Chelan. It was a Lake Chelan girls trip. Obviously, I went, and they showed, hey, Monopoly Deal. Now, Monopoly Deal is a card game, the most addicting card game you'll probably play. It's Monopoly, which is already fun, yet it takes forever.
Have you played Skippo or Phase 10?
Dude, I'm telling you, Monopoly Deal.
All right.
You get to collect, but you get to screw people over. The best part is screwing people over, stealing their properties, and then once they build a complete property, you steal those. It's fun.
I feel like you shouldn't play this with Craig.
Craig would love this or hate it because he would
He would just go after you the whole time.
And I said probably Sean's Place has the most TVs right now. Coal Street Brewery, most TVs in Enumclaw, more TVs than my living room. He's got
how many TVs in your living room?
2.
Okay,
I put 2 TVs.
It was multiple then.
Multiple,
I was making sure.
Oh yeah, I will never. I might enter a third TV. One's gaming. One's watching. One's I'm getting my Trump. So
I got the best
I can't
TV
do it now.
I have the best TV.
One's I can't do it now. But the one I was definitely hard on that. I was doing the hard Trump there for a moment. One TV gaming. There we go. One TV gaming. You got one TV with college games going or some sport, and one TV just hooked up to the sound system. We're gonna have the best music all the time, nonstop music.
Probably throat goat rap.
Dude, okay, here. Give me 3 words.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Craig's gonna miss out on this again. How about this? Let's go. Craig.
Okay.
Baseball.
Okay.
And a tunic.
Tunic. All right. Here we go. All right, yo. Who we missing today? Oh, it's Craig. Bentley? Hey, yeah, he's friendly, but sometimes unfriendly when he's trying to hurt my feelings. I'm doing these beelings and reelings. Happy birthday to Holly Graff in the nursing home. Even though she's not a nurse or she's not at home. She's probably at Sean's with the TVs. And you know what? Don't go to Munich in your tunic. Tune in your TV to the baseball Orioles. There you go.
That's so good. You didn't wear your hat.
I did.
Probably would have been even better if you had your hat on.
I should. My dad saw that hat. It was just sitting in the living room, and he's like, "What's that?" And I go, "An inside joke." And he goes, "That gives the dad
It's like the sad disapproval.
Yeah. Yeah, so I said, Corey Bentley.
I'm a really great rapper. You should have said.
We do have to bring it down for a moment. Chris Struley. Remember Chris? Have you passed on?
Did he?
This past week, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So he good dude. We had him on the podcast a few times. I know we have one of the Brouhaha. I listened to it this past week. And so shout out to him. It was a good episode. It was Sean from Coal Street Brewery and myself, and he was already working there, kind of part time for Sean and helping out. So what we did was we did a interview, and it was just kind of a fun little thing. We got to learn about his life a little bit, and it's just crazy. It's just one of those things where it's he was the reigning champion of the last Full Buddy Cast March Madness. He won that March Madness one in 2024. So
he did the football league too, didn't he?
He did the football league. Yeah, you're right. That one folded.
Yeah,
that one folded. But yeah. So shout out to him. Sad. Good dude.
Never know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's just all that stuff, man. I feel like it's, I got my 8-year-old daughter who's just oblivious to everything around her except for what's in her own little bubble, right? And that's when you're a kid, and it's like I didn't feel like I was that way
when you were a kid.
When I was a kid, yeah, no,
I totally do.
That I was that way.
Yeah, I was there. No, I was totally that way.
Just your own bubble.
Yeah,
What age did you break out of your bubble?
I think I started paying attention to stuff probably 13, 14, 15, like in that range, like starting like listening to like outside stuff, and once like there's a sweetness to not knowing things.
Yes. Yeah, there's a nice innocence. There's a nice naivete.
There's things that I wish I still like didn't research or see or know.
Like Two Girls, One Cup.
Yeah, I do wish I ever saw that.
Yeah. There's a few of those. What was it? What was it? There was a bad site back in the day. It was straight up your alley of your age group.
MySpace? I had a MySpace.
No, it was like some website. But anyway, it was like a
Hotornot.com.
No, yeah, no, it was like a creepy, it was like a deranged, like where you saw just terrible things. You didn't want to see it.
You can just go on Reddit now and find
Well, that's true.
Or go to the dark web.
Is there a dark Reddit?
Yeah.
On the dark web? There's a dark web Reddit?
There's stuff I saw on, like, obviously it's not all real, but there's stuff that I saw on the dark web that I'm like, I could
never see that again.
Never could know about that.
Dude, your boy effed me up with a few Brandon, friend of the pod, Brandon Thorpe.
You find some pictures.
Included me on some like random meme, and I'm like, oh yeah, I like memes.
Oh, that group back in the day?
Oh,
yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Want to pull my eyeballs out. Anyway, but you lived in your own bubble until you were 13 or 14, and then you realized.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't like worry about the outside stuff when I was a kid. Like there's that innocence, that joyfulness.
Yeah.
That weight wasn't there. And then it probably wasn't until like.
What was the light switch for you?
I think when I got married was the real one, like when it got heavier because of responsibility and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it just slowly turned into that. Like you start seeing the real world and what it's like and how people are and who's looking out for who and how things work and you have to juggle all this.
So your emo phase came out.
Yeah, I listened to a lot.
My life into pieces.
What's wrong with Papa Roach? I listened to a lot of Taking Back Sunday. Do you like Taking Back Sunday? You know who that
I don't even know who that is.
You don't even know who that is? But you know who Papa Roach is.
I mean, I could probably listen to. There's a lot of songs. I'm like, I didn't know that guy sang that. I don't know that was there. I don't know that was them. I like that song. Now I gotta hate it because I don't like those guys. No, I didn't have that yet.
I like a lot of rap. A lot of white guy rap.
Are you being serious? You got a little riff raff?
I like when you rap.
Oh yeah,
the riff raff.
TG, TK, the TG.
You and riff raff should like do like a.
Oh yeah,
get on a song together.
Me and Adam, my brother, put together and my friend Adam Post stole it because he thought it was hilarious. But me and my brother one day put together a bunch of beats. I think I was like 20 something. He was 20 something. And he was my brother Adam A+, and I was T-. And then we just
Did you rap over it?
Yeah, and I freestyled like, it's Christmas time in Candyland. And like so everyone go grab each other's hand. Like it was just like, go and then go get out and then Santa getting mad. Like it was a nice freestyle.
You should go find it and then we'll
get out there and ride it. I got you a bike. Now go get out there and ride it.
Dual release for Christmas time with Craig's album that we did that he can find somewhere.
Dude, we should. We would go triple aluminum.
No. We'd go triple canceled for it was like 2000 I don't know. I think it was 14 or 15 when we recorded it.
I think ours was 06, 07. Like this is like, oh hey, I got this cool program on my Fruity Loops or whatever it was. Oh, really? Yeah, we can make some beats. Oh, okay, let's do it. And then it's just like making the stupidest stuff. Gosh, I should find that. But yeah, my buddy Adam Post stole it because he thought it was hilarious.
Did he take it with him?
Yeah, I've got it somewhere. I could probably find him.
Probably in Montana.
Montana. That's exactly where it's at.
No. Meet me there. Dan Seals reference.
I gotta ask
country.
I gotta ask you about these Colts, dude. Speaking of meeting you in the country with some
Dan Seals.
These Colts, dude.
What about them?
Aren't they like 4-1 right now?
No.
Aren't they like 1-4 right now?
No.
No, they're 3-2.
No.
They're 2-3.
I believe so.
They're playing. Who are they playing this week? I think I picked them to win. They're an away team.
They're playing the Titans, I believe.
Yeah, they're going to beat the Titans, guaranteed. Congratulations on the win, by the way.
I was told congratulations last week on the Jaguars game. And I said, hold up, they're playing at Jacksonville, and it's hard to win there.
Who told you that?
A lot of people like, that's an easy game.
No, you guys, Jaguars are tough.
At home, yeah.
Yeah.
At home, that's a tough game.
Yeah, they're 1-4 right now. You're their only win.
Yeah.
They're tough. And I'm not being like facetious or sarcastic. I mean, they're a difficult team.
I think the defensive coordinator at least gets fired.
How are the Titans favored in this game?
Because their defense has been Swiss cheese. If you go back to every game, there's a player that's had their best game of the season against the Colts. Like Caleb Williams had his best game of the season against the Colts. Like everybody can just throw and run on them whenever they want.
Dude, but you've got the elite Wacko Flacco. You got Joe Flacco throwing dimes on fools. And by the way, Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, he is so much fun. I'm a big Alec Pierce guy right now. Pittman, he had a pretty big game, or pretty good game.
He's out for like 4 weeks.
I know. But you got Alec Pierce, Josh Downs, who's now questionable.
The Adonis Mitchell.
Mitchell. Is he the tight end?
He's the rookie receiver.
Receiver, okay. I haven't paid attention. I was dropping names right there. You're probably thinking, oh, that's pretty cool, dude.
But I always think you're pretty cool.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. But I'm a big believer in the Colts. I think the Colts are going to turn it around. They're going to make the playoffs. I'm guaranteeing it. They're making the playoffs. I'm guaranteeing. They're second right now.
I wish.
They're making the playoffs.
But that defense has been terrible.
They're going to catch it. They're going to understand it, though. They're going to get it.
All right.
Serious.
I believe you're serious, and I hope you're right.
It's just the receiving core. What they need to do is just, I mean, they got Joe Flacco. They could possibly get back Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck may come back.
They've already tried.
He's done.
He's doing like research on something Stanford-y.
He's
you okay over there? Are you crying? It's okay. Like I'm okay that he's not coming back.
but we're back.
I've dealt with it.
Full Buddy Cass is back. Here's what I'm thinking.
Full time Buddy Cass? I don't know.
I think I'm just gonna have fun with it. You said something very nice last time. I don't know if it was on air or off air, but you said I pledge $10,000, Travis, to you.
Mm-hmm.
No, you said
I said doll hairs.
If you don't like it, why do you do it?
Yeah.
And you were talking about recording with some people.
Yes.
I bailed on him this week. I bailed on him last week. I bailed on him on this week. And I think I'm just going to run that. He's a nice guy. I'm just trying to figure out. It's like, you know what it is? Do you have something that you like, that you want to kind of have around, but you feel like it's going to take up too much of your time and your energy?
No. I come here willingly.
No,
we're not talking about here?
Not talking about you.
Oh.
I'm talking about in general, your life. You know, it's like it's like not a hobby, but it's like something that you're like.
No, but it used to be yard work for me.
So you just got rid of it.
Yeah. I decided. You know what? Let's get divorced.
Not worth it.
I'm not going to live anywhere. No yard work.
That's so.
Can't mow grass. It ain't mine.
So, dude, you and Craig just hate mowing the grass.
I'm allergic to grass, so I just don't like doing it.
Did you ever smoke weed?
I have before, and I did not.
Were you allergic to it?
I don't think I was allergic to it, but it didn't sit right. Like with my acid reflux and stuff, it was terrible. Like I just got. Like,
so you're probably probably allergic to it.
It like blew me up. I was like,
yeah, that doesn't sound like an allergy at all.
But the crack was fine. I didn't have any allergies problems with that. You know how easy it is to find crack these days?
Dude, Jamie and I were talking about that. We've never done it. We're not going to do it. But it would be absolutely...
$1,000.
Okay, yeah, we're in. No, it would be so scary to do drugs nowadays compared to back...
Oh, yeah, there's so much shit there.
The stuff laced... PCP, fentanyl, like that stuff is scary to even think about trying.
I would say I would never buy somebody I didn't know on the street or do something like that.
You can't.
Weed even. Like,
exactly. You don't know.
But going to the shops and stuff, they have a lot of different stuff now. And some of it I think is very helpful for people.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, we're finding out all the things that they tell you not to do is better for you, and the things that they tell you to do is not that.
Yeah,
like the food pyramid, it's crazy.
Well, the conspiracy for that is that they were paid to like put certain things in certain areas by those like industries.
Yeah, I'm sure. What's the highest bidder?
Yeah.
You go to the top of the triangle?
You dairy farmers, how much you going to pay me? How much milk helps your bones? It actually just like deteriorates them.
Yeah,
That'd be hilarious.
But that's the thing. It's like all these things that we were told not to do. Like, so what I'm doing now is like what I was told not.
Everything you were told.
Exactly, I'm doing now. I'm watching TV 3 inches away from my face.
What are you doing? Oh, I'm living life.
I'm living life. This is what they said. Don't do it. I'm doing it.
Do you keep your eyes crossed all the time?
Keep my eyes crossed all the time. Yep. I step on all the cracks. I freaking break all the mothers' backs. I am whoa with those cracks.
Sounds like a movie name.
You know when I got in trouble, my mom did not like this. This was when I was a kid, probably 7, and Mama had a baby and her head popped off. And you take a dandelion and pop it off. My mom did not like that. And I was like, and she hated it. And I would sneak it. And I was mad at her. Walk outside.
You would like sneak saying it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that like fulfilling?
It's one of those things where it's like, when you get in trouble, you're like, you're behind the door. Just, I'm never going to spank my kids. I'm never going to ground my kids.
I just went and lit stuff on fire.
You just fire up a cigarette in your bunk bed.
I know. I just went outside and melted stuff.
their car, the tires on their car.
Told me I couldn't have an extra cookie tonight.
Oh, yeah. Colts doing good. Seahawks playing.
You don't have any questions because everybody thought you quit, huh?
Well, I mean, I had people reaching out. Homer reached out. Homer, we need to bring him on. I think he's okay with me sharing that he's not at some places that he used to be anymore. So he wants to be on the podcast. Shout out to Kellen Hall and Kelsey Hall.
There's a flower.
That flower.
Yeah.
And they're listeners to the podcast. They're Patreons, man. Like, that is awesome to see. I saw someone post about it. Obviously, they didn't give them credit. It was just like, a fox. And I'm like, well, that's a pretty cool looking flower. And that was it. And then, like, next thing I know, it's like, oh my gosh, it was from their nice little, I'm trying to remember the name. I went there. They had one of their opening.
It's cattle and, cutting. I can't remember. Something cattle.
Well, yeah, it's a, we got terrible Wi-Fi out here.
But I saw the little blurb I saw was like Martha Stewart.
Cattle and cut flowers.
Cattle and cut. Martha Stewart comments on like Enumclaw flower find or something. So they even got Martha Stewart.
They got Martha Stewart on there. I mean, and you know who's probably a little upset about this?
Who's that?
Marianne Benetti. She was the big flower girl out here. Shout out. I was always cool to go over to her place and be like, oh, hey.
She had a newspaper column, didn't she?
Well, yeah, but she was also like on like Channel 13 and stuff as well. Cisco. Yeah. Cisco. Yeah. My Uncle Rob met Cisco. He said, because he got invited down there for the Dad How Do I, and he said that he met Cisco, and he said it was very weird. He was expecting him to, be like
a white guy, and it was
thong
thong.
It
was a thong singer. He had silver spray painted hair.
Yeah. No, I was going that way. You got there before I could, but no, he did meet him. He said he's as like Cisco-y as he is in
like
real
all the
life.
Energy,
totally. Like it's not an act. I said I never thought it was. He looks like he's just like on adrenaline.
It looks like he's just enjoying it the whole time.
Oh yeah, nonstop. What else? I was thinking. Well, I guess this is kind of something to talk about. Nothing too crazy, but it's along the same lines as gardening. But we had a pumpkin grow, and I think have you seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
Just in our okay, so a few years back, I was given a big umbrella that had a base that had sand in the base, something heavy down. Well, I got rid of that umbrella, but what gave me the hernia was the sand in that sand base. So that sand I have never moved, and it's got little cracks, or not. It's got little it's actually plastic, or not plastic, but like canvasy type sandbags, because something happened to where a pumpkin seed got in there somehow. I don't know.
That's weird. Who has pumpkin seeds?
Did you do it? Are you the pumpkiner? Is this like, are you Johnny Appleseed? Are you the pumpkin?
All through Eden Club.
You're like, wait, if I have people grow their own, they'll never buy mine.
Everybody wakes up one morning with a pumpkin in their backyard. Never worry about it again.
Dude, yeah, that's smart, dude. I was wondering where this thing came from. This came out of nowhere, and now I've got a pumpkin growing in my backyard.
You're welcome.
That's impressive.
Is it going to be ready by, how big is it? Is it ready for?
It's about the size of like a volleyball.
I tried to get it early enough in so it'll be ready for Halloween.
Thank you, man. It's still green. It's still growing. I don't know how to grow stuff. So I'm like, do I just wait? Do I have to cut this thing so it turns orange? Does it turn orange on its own? Like, when do I?
Oh, just let it go.
Just let it keep going, and then I'm waiting for a freeze to happen and kill it though too. Because if a freeze happens, doesn't it kill the plant?
I'll just wrap it up.
So just throw like a blanket over it.
A blanket.
Was this when you were talking about all this yard work that you hated doing? You seem to know a lot about gardening.
No, just about pumpkins.
I also got a tomato plant that grew out of nowhere too. Just like I think some bird pooped some tomato seeds out and it landed and grew up.
That seems. Do you eat them?
They're green. Like they're huge and they're green.
There are green tomatoes. Like we sell green tomatoes. We just don't.
I thought those were green peppers.
Well, that's a tomato shoved in a pepper.
How do I get them to become red?
Some of them don't. Just you eat them green.
So it could just be a green tomato?
Yes.
But are they just those? Aren't those just picked early?
I don't know for sure. I just know that we don't sell them green, but they have green tomatoes, and I don't know if there's a different flavor because I don't really like tomatoes.
Yeah, me neither.
So
not a fan. I'm a fan of everything else. Like tomato soup, I love. Like tomato, like ketchup, great.
But a tomato bisque.
Tomato bisque
with a macaroni and cheese
poured
into it and mixed together.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Way good.
Yeah.
But a regular tomato's like, get that thing out of my freaking face.
You know what I had the other day?
What's that?
A Monte Cristo,
which is
sandwich. You ever had one of those?
I've loved the movie.
It's a like French toast bread with powdered sugar on it to be used to make the sandwich, which is like the regular turkey meat and everything. And then they give you like this little like jam you use with it, and you dip it in the jam. Oh, it might make like top 5. It was delicious. Down at
where did you get it at?
Down at Tim's. It was pretty good.
What's Tim's?
Tim's Kitchen downtown.
Oh, you know what? This is a test. I don't like it. Don't go to Tim's. Go to Dan's.
You can go anywhere you want. I support him too, but he's not open all the time right now.
That is true.
He's doing some other things. He's working hard.
He's working hard and hardly working. I'm joking. He's working hard.
He's pouring some cement.
He's pouring some cement?
I believe so.
Where?
I don't know for sure.
Are you just making rumors up right now?
Yes. Pretty sure he's pouring cement in other people's ice cream trucks.
in their engine blocks?
Yeah. That's how you get ahead.
That's how you get ahead.
Ice cream mafia.
If you can't... Dude, I drove all the way out for this. So I was driving DoorDash the other day, and it said, go to Buckley. And so I'm like, okay. So I pick up this thing, go to Buckley. This thing was not Buckley. I think I drove to Canada. It kept going. It went past Burnett. It went past Burnett.
The drop off or the pickup?
The pickup. No, the pickup was in town, but I had to go all the way out to Burnett, past Burnett. And it wasn't like over to the Carbonado area. It was like up a hill and the hill went forever.
What was your pay for that?
It was like $11. I would have never done it if I would have known that I was going to drive for 45 minutes to go deliver this thing. And so we're having the little yellow Skittle having a little issues right now. It's running hot, so I'm going to have to change out the thermostat. And now
that's fine. The temperature's changing.
That's true.
It's getting cold.
It's climate change.
It'll be fine.
And then the CV joint on the right needs to get changed out, and I get a new tire for my right. This DoorDash stuff, dude.
Do you ride to your right a lot? Why is it?
My CV joint's out.
So the tire's riding that way. So you got to replace the tire too. You said.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the CV joint is not. It's actually throwing the freaking grease onto the car.
Ooh.
Yeah. I just saw that. So now it's shut down. We're shut down. John Tafford shut down right now.
No dashing.
No dashing. White car only at this point. My dad's coming this week at some point. We're going to work on the car. I'll be hitting the dash. I got Vegas in 2 weeks. Jamie and I have our 9-year wedding anniversary. My 43rd birthday. 40. Am I 40? Going to be 43? Yeah, 43 this year. We're married for 9. And then
that all hits during the time you're in Vegas?
Yeah. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. October 23rd is our anniversary. My birthday's the 25th. My baptism, my 1-year-old baptism was October 24th, right? So when I was Lutheran born, I was baptized. Ironically enough, later in life.
When you were 1?
Yeah, they do infant baptism.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
I thought you meant 1 year ago.
No. When I was 1.
Okay.
But ironically enough, when I went to Bible college after high school, I decided, well, I'm going to make this decision for myself. And then they said, okay, we're going to have the all-campus baptism October 24th. So I got baptized that, ironically, the same day.
Was it like one at a time, or just everybody jumped in the pool?
One at a time.
Okay.
We all cannonballed.
Everybody walked into the river together?
It was a pool. I was down in Southern California. It was nice pool.
Nice.
But yeah, so that week, or those 3 days, pretty eventful 3 days for me. So
I'm going the other direction. I've never been baptized.
Never been.
No.
Thought about it?
No.
Never crossed your mind?
Not at this point, no.
Well, you don't have to. I was just curious.
Well,
I don't feel like
I don't know how.
Like some people are like, I don't smoke weed because I've never smoked weed.
I don't know how much you get into it. We were, my grandma was super religious.
Okay.
And so I saw a lot of forced things when I was younger. And then I wanted to not be around her and make my choices type of thing.
Yeah.
Craig made his and went that direction. And I just never went
You're
that
just
direction.
drifting along in the.
I have my beliefs, but I don't.
No one's telling me what to do.
I believe I can have my conversations without anybody else involved.
Well, that means you're just talking to voices in your head. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Was this when you were 13 or 14?
Are you saying you don't believe in God? Is that what you're saying?
No, I do.
Okay. So why would it be in my head if I'm talking to him?
Well, I was just saying that for you.
Oh, yeah. But that's for everybody.
Well, that's what. See,
unless you're Catholic.
When you said that you started thinking for yourself when you were 13 or 14 and stopped listening to others, I was thinking, well, who you're listening to in 13 or 14.
Just God.
Just God.
I could hear him.
What was he saying?
One day you will do a podcast
Ooh.
of great importance.
Wow. I kicked that around too. I've kicked everything around in my head. I thought, maybe I'll do a Bible study episode every so often, or maybe but then it's like, why? Not the Bible study part, but it's like, why even do this? Why even do this?
The podcast?
Yeah. So it's like, well, I'll just do this for fun. And then I was like, you know what? That's why I started it.
That is why you started it.
Do it for fun. It's going to be fun. And I forced my fun upon other
having
people.
Fun right now, Travis?
Corey, you having fun yet?
Fun? You haven't asked me any questions, so I'm not having fun.
I asked you about the Colts.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What's new with you lately?
Not a whole lot. Just working.
I asked if you're single.
Yeah.
Are you looking?
Are
you ready to mingle?
Like I think we've talked about it before. I'm never
not ready to mingle.
Yes.
Always down.
Just come tap the shoulder.
I got a gift card. I got a gift certificate. You still got the gift certificate?
I do. Nobody wants it.
Wow.
Nobody's been searching for me anyway.
Hey, look for a bright Orioles jersey.
I'll start walking in this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where somebody would have to approach me because I would zone out, kind of not thinking it at the time, like looking for it, if that makes sense. So no, I'm not actively like seeking it or on dating sites or stuff like that. Was that your question? Are you texting during my conversation?
No, I'm trying to post a picture of you, and it's like saying that I don't have access.
You don't have access to me.
Which, yeah, and then I was going to tag you in it, and then that doesn't work.
How are you going to tag me?
Hold on. I'm going to try and freaking post this picture to you of you. What is going on? All right, photo. See all photos. Allow access to your photos. Open settings.
Ooh, all of your photos?
Photos, limited access. I'm going to go full access.
Post all your photos.
All right. I'm just doing a photo dump on Facebook. I'm just going to hope that everyone... hope you guys like my pictures.
Take the time and scroll through.
Cool Ripken Jr. showed up.
Is that what you wrote?
That's what I'm doing right now. Cool Ripken Jr. showed up to show out today. Who do you got in the playoffs?
Who's still there?
You've got...
I haven't been watching at all.
Me neither. I thought we were going to be cool. Whoa. Let's see. Okay.
The Dodgers are probably there.
All right. What were you saying when I was posting that? What were you saying?
Yeah, you weren't listening.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm confused.
not having fun now.
No, what were you saying?
I said I'm not actively like seeking.
Yeah.
But if it happens type of thing.
Okay, so
I'm not on websites or doing anything.
What if I introduce you to someone?
They got to wave a red flag in front of me and say hello. Well, not the red flag. That's kind of a weird thing.
That's terrible.
I mean, depends on what it is.
So I've got a friend that I think I've realized what their type of guy is, and I was kind of diagnosing that lately to them. And one of the things that I've noticed is that they are interested in people that are very confident.
Well, that's not me.
But later find out that they shouldn't be confident, right? Almost like they're putting on a performance. They have to be cool. They have to stay cool. They can't be themselves.
Oh, like that overly like I'm a cool guy.
Yes.
Type thing.
Yeah, I'm so cool. I'm cool. I know everything. I'm cocky a little bit.
Like the bad boys type.
Kind of a bad boy. They can still be good boys, but they're just. This isn't P. Diddy. Are we talking P. Diddy right now? Talking some baby oil right now? Are we talking some baby oil?
The way you said good boys.
They could be some good boys.
They could be good boys.
They could be good boys. Good boy. But no, but they could be there. But then it turns out that they're being inauthentic, and they turn out to be kind of like not dorks, but they're like not cool. Okay. So I said, well, why don't you flip it? Why don't you go out with the people?
Why don't you find a dork?
Yes.
And maybe they'll end up cool.
Yes. Somebody confident in themselves.
And wait a minute. Now you're selling that. That's me.
That's you. Not that harsh, though.
Hey, I got this dork. This real dorky guy.
No, okay. So let me ask you this.
You can ask me whatever.
Are you? Me and my ex-wife Sadie came up with this. Cool guys with nerd tendencies, or a nerd with cool tendencies? I would consider myself. I am a nerd with cool tendencies. I am not a cool guy with nerd tendencies. I am a nerd with cool tendencies. What are you?
I would lean more that way now. I've always felt I was kind of 50-50. I never thought I was cool, so I don't want to say it like that. But as far as like, I've split myself between, I get along with either group.
Right.
The jocks, I could go play every sport and be
That's
good at the sport.
So you're a nerd.
With them.
So you're a nerd.
But then I could also go have conversation with...
Cool guys wouldn't even associate with nerds.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
So then you're a guy that can... Yeah, you blend well with everyone.
I played Dungeons and Dragons. I played it.
They're my cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I revoked the nerd part. You are definitely a cool guy.
Back in? Yeah.
Never mind. No, but yeah, I would say
I enjoy video games.
Yeah.
And I enjoy going downtown, and I like board games.
Board games?
Yes.
Yeah, no, you're a nerd with cool guy tendencies. I am going to see if I can put in a good word in.
Okay.
This is the type of person that people should be looking for, I believe, because you get the cocky person who thinks they're so cool, they get involved, but they gotta.
Are you trying to sell
They
me?
gotta keep that coolness up, and so they don't know how to keep that coolness up. But if you go in there
and you're not cool, then what do you got to keep
you
up?
got nothing to keep up,
Yeah.
except for one thing.
Yeah.
That's conversation. You keep the conversation going.
Yeah, you got to have good conversation. Well, you got to have good communication.
It makes it happen.
Which makes good conversation.
Yes. Communication turns into what?
Good conversation.
Congregation is what you said, I think.
A congregation?
That turns into what?
A temple?
Cooperation.
Oh. What are you going with here?
And what is it? What does that turn into?
Timeliness?
Do you see where I'm going here with this? I got a lot of accusations here.
I don't know.
I'm giving you an accusation. Communication turns into a congregation, turns into cooperation, and now I'm giving you an accusation. Do you see the accusations?
What's my accusation?
That you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, I agree.
This is why you're a nerd.
I haven't known
this is why you're a nerd.
Since we hit the button to record, I don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't even hit this button yet.
Oh.
This is just a warm up.
This is a practice run.
I'm just practicing.
Oh. I've enjoyed this time with you.
This is when I realized that maybe that's what this is. You want to get deep with Travis real quick?
Yeah.
Full Buddy Cast is just a bunch of fake conversations, just because I'm just trying to be entertaining. When all I really wanted was an honest and pure conversation.
And so you got Craig to be the one
Craig
that listens to the jokes.
Yeah.
And then you decided that you would let me come to listen to the honest.
To the Onyx.
Onyx
Slam. Da, 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 da. Let the boys be boys. I'm the mean master, master. You know that song?
How did you get? Was that your deep with Travis?
That was me.
Oh.
Cool guy.
That was underneath.
I'm actually a cool guy with cool tendencies.
Yeah. You peel it with the layers. There's no dork here. Just straight cool guy.
So, I think that takes the pressure off. You don't have to prove yourself.
Well, I think there's still pressure you put on yourself no matter what.
But that puts the pressure on this. Here's the thing. In relationships, there's a balance, okay? In relationships, one person will always like the other person more than the other person likes and I'm not saying that one person hates. I'm saying like there's always an unequal balance. One person is always trying to prove themselves to the other one. Always. Always. Do you agree with that?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so that's the tricky part, because you have to be comfortable being the person that is either doing the proving or you're being proved to.
I think there's a mix, though.
Here and there. I get it, yes.
Because the mix for me is I've always been comfortable being, or in my mind, being like, if you saw two people, like, this person is more attractive than he is. Like, that's the person he's with is more attractive than him.
Okay.
In my mind, right?
That's Jamie and me.
So I get used to that.
Yes.
But there's also a side that other people don't see where I'm like, I know I'm more responsible. I'm handling this, and this, and taking care of this.
That's Jamie.
So it levels.
Wait.
So it levels the playing
Jamie
field.
getting out of this relationship?
Thursdays. Or sometimes that's just Jamie.
Wait, what?
Thursdays, is that just her?
No.
You putting some.
Yeah, that's Jamie. I don't know what you're saying, but if you're saying what I think you're saying, then yeah, Jamie's
You
getting,
show up. Is what I'm
I
at.
show up.
You show up.
I show up.
Yeah. So you balance right there.
Show up and show out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throat goat.
Who?
Throat goat Thursday.
Give me 3 words. Give me 3 words. I'll do it.
I just did. Throat goat Thursday.
Throat goat Thursday. Don't be a birthday.
That wasn't as good as the first one.
Okay, give me actual 3 words. Let's do it again. Let's try this again.
Blue.
Okay, blue.
Viva.
Viva. Okay, I like that. Viva.
And
Okay.
Scalabrini.
Oh gosh. Okay. All right. It's a blue Tuesday. I'm gonna go away. Maybe eat a tortellini with Brian Scalabrini. It hit my gut. Do I have a fever? Nah, man. That's just me saying Viva. I'm out.
Oh, I think I'm gonna leave her.
See, that was a good nerd, cool tendency guy right there. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I think the things with nerds is you got to blend, you got to be fun, and that's where humor comes from. Have you noticed that cool people look at like who are cool now? What is the defining thing about them? Is it that they're hot and cool? No, they're freaking dorky looking and nerds. Aaron Mayer, perfect example.
Oh, he's hot. What are you talking about?
He's a good looking dude.
He's a good guy.
But what makes him cool? He's hilarious and fun.
He's got a very outgoing personality,
which he had to develop because although he's a good looking guy, but you would choose his charm and humor and persona and his big wiener over what he looks like.
Okay. I'm not that charming.
You are charming.
I don't know. You're
charming. You're charming.
I can turn it off.
Pretty fast.
Like, if anybody ever shopped at the store when I was checking, they're like, that dude has resting bitch face.
Well, yeah, but I think honestly,
that's what most people know me from.
But that's what's like charming about you.
Is my bitch face.
Is your freaking bitch face.
I do a pretty good one.
No, but what I'm saying, what's charming about you is that you do have that.
Keep going. I like that you call me charming.
Yeah, you're charming, but this might be at first. This might sound like a diss, but I'm not. But just
all right, you better bring it home and stick the landing.
Stay with me on this one.
Stick the landing.
You kind of have an Eeyore type when you first not Eeyore like everything's terrible, but just like a melancholy.
I will accept that.
Just like what it is what it is. Chill.
I will accept that. I'm pretty boring.
But then you like hit home runs out of nowhere where you're funny. You can be you're very hilarious. Actually, you can have a conversation. You're quick-witted. You will actually go put yourself out into uncomfortable situations. Maybe not all the time, but at times for the laugh or to be funny or to be like, I don't care what people think about me. I'm freaking got my leg up on the wall and Travis posts a video of this food we're eating, or we're going to be in a pool, or we're going to be like, so you bring fun. That's the thing. You bring, you kind of like sneak attack it. Left, right hook. Left hook's like, oh, hey, look, not even left hook. Left hand over here. Hey, just a kind of regular dude, not really interested. Boom! I just hit you with a joke. You didn't see it coming. Now I'm cool.
Why are you giving away my secrets for?
I analyzed it. This whole.
This feels like you've been watching me for a long time.
This is the entire.
Is the podcast over now?
Yeah, social experiment. That's why Craig knew. Craig knew I was going to diagnose you, and that's why he's like, I'm not going there for that.
Here, and what did he have to say about the diagnosis? He's like, he's boring. I don't like him.
Here's the thing. Here's the ironic thing about Craig is he's the opposite.
Yeah, he's outgoing to start.
He's a and then he gets very boring very fast.
Yeah, he's very boring.
Dude, he's like, oh, dude, hey, it's good to see you. And when you run into Craig, you're like, I'm gonna have the best time tonight. I'm so excited. Like he's bringing energy immediately. He's bringing energy, and then as the night goes on, you're like, oh my gosh, no wonder Carrie's dragging me out on this dance floor at the Maui room because Craig is just sitting there staring at me with his hat backwards, just like.
Well, we're so used to. I think our tag team was when we would go out, we were just like, you take the first half.
Yeah,
I'll take the second half. Type of thing. And I think what's happened is we don't really go out with each other anymore. But we've kept the halves.
You've kept the halves.
We've kept the halves that we do.
Yeah,
and I think that's part of the problem.
So he was the starting pitcher, and
I was more the relief closer.
You'd catch the save.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Yeah. Catching a lot of things.
No, I like it. So, but Craig's also, I would say Craig is a cool guy with nerd tendencies. But his nerd tendencies pull him all the way down to where you actually just think he's a straight up nerd the entire time.
I would think that he would agree with that more, but I think he's more even than you think.
No, I was joking. I like dissing him when he's not here. What, Craig? What?
He just comes out behind the.
What? I've been here the whole time.
What does that sound like?
That's Craig. I've been here the whole time. All right, let's do shout outs. This Seahawks game is going to start soon. I'm pulling up the pod people, the active members. We got the freebies. I'll go freebies real quick. Free members.
Can I try something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna try a phone call live.
With
I want to see if it works. So I want to check on Jackson. He's in Florida, and that hurricane went right through there. So my shout outs to him, hoping he's safe. I want to see if he answers.
Okay, let's do it.
Is that okay?
Yeah, go for it. While you're doing that, I'm gonna Anthony Wright, Sage Hills Golf RV and Resort, Katri Hoban, and Trudy.
Hey. What's up? Hey, we're recording right now. I was calling in to check on you to see if you were in Florida or what's got going on.
Did you see the text I sent you?
I haven't checked my phone since I've been in here.
Look at the text I sent you.
Tell me where you're at.
Believe it. I'm in Pittsburgh.
Get it closer.
It was about your brother. What are the odds?
Well, you're in Pittsburgh, so you were out of the way of everything.
Yeah, you gotta show your brother this picture.
I will show him the picture.
He's not on the pod. He probably thinks he's here.
Never guess what it is.
He's not here right now. We're recording. We're recording without him, but I wanted to. You were my shout out to you. I was just checking on you to make sure you were okay down there.
Yeah, we're doing a live check-in.
They have a statue of a surveyor here.
I don't believe it. Why would they make a statue about a fake job? Do they have a genie statue and a friggin' I don't know what else is fake.
Is Pittsburgh fake?
Yeah.
This place may not be real, but I saw it. I think it's
I'll show him the picture.
Dude, what if that's why Craig went there the other day?
Maybe. He was in Pittsburgh. Maybe it's a statue of him.
I told you, it could be him. Outside the baseball stadium.
It's just Craig. Craig.
All right. I'm going to go. I was just checking to make sure you're
Glad
good.
you're alive.
Yeah, I'm well. I'm walking into a bar to watch the game right now.
All right. Enjoy.
Go Hawks.
Hopefully everything's fine when you get back to Florida.
Yeah, it's probably not. I might need a boat to get back home.
Yeah, you might. That looked like it was going right through right there.
Yeah, I did. It cut right through right there.
Well, you maybe just live in Pittsburgh now.
Maybe. I need to become a surveyor. They worship me.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Later. All right.
He's really in love with that surveyor statue. Hey, how are you doing? Did you survive the hurricane? Oh, did you got a surveyor statue here in Pittsburgh? You're not going to believe it.
Yeah, you know what? If Craig was here, Craig would be like, yeah,
Yeah, of course they do.
of course.
Yeah.
Like I would be concerned about that more than my hurricane.
Yeah.
You can destroy my house. You can't destroy a statue of a surveyor.
We should try to get Craig a statue of a surveyor for his backyard.
It's just a standing stuff.
Is a surveyor like this?
Just a punching clown. Colin Hall, Holly Graff, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Shekinah Sarber, Jared Skelly. We need some scary Skellies, by the way. I need to hit him back up.
He thought we were done.
Did he really?
I'm assuming so. I haven't heard.
Your friendship or the podcast?
Well, no, we text, but I don't know about the podcast. He probably thought you quit.
Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Jackson Sidehook, Sasha Carey Lynn. I say Seth Loop. Seth Loop.
You can say his name twice. Say it like butter.
Seth Loop. I got a story for you, actually. Cameron Stratton, Thomas Savageau. Congratulations on the marriage, bruh. Sasha Carey Lynn, Jackson Sidehook, Jamie Kenny, Jackie Van Hoof, and Dan Coots Snyder. So Seth Loop hit me up, or Kai Loop, his brother. He's been on. Chef Kai's been on that pod before. He hit me up. He's like, "Hey, that your neighbor there has walnut trees, and I want to make a walnut some sort of like a drink with walnuts. He has to ferment them and everything." And he goes, "Can you go ask?" I've never talked to these neighbors. I've been here for 7 years. and I said, I've never talked to him. My ear was clogged, by the way. I'm going to tell you this right now. My ear, I woke up, ear clogged. Couldn't hear anything out of my right ear. Nothing. And so anyway.
So he didn't tell you walnuts. He said something else?
He said black walnuts. He said, get some walnuts.
Okay.
So I go, okay. He goes,
So
I
maybe
said,
you didn't hear him right.
No. He texted me this.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, and he said, I said, well, I know that the people that live there are older and they're like kids come out and mow and stuff.
There's squirrels all over there.
There's tons of squirrels over there. Yeah. They're friendly too.
No, well, my dog just loves them.
Wants to eat them?
Yeah.
So they'll crawl up on Jamie's lap and Jacqueline's lap and they'll feed like peanuts to them. One's named Peanut. Yeah, squirrels are just like all about the food. So anyway, a couple weeks go by and sure enough, they're mowing out there. This is where I have the clogged ear. So the guy that's out there, I'm like, hey, my buddy was hoping to get some walnuts if that's cool. And he's like, well, it's actually chestnuts. He goes, have you ever met my grandfather that lives here? I'm like, I've never met him. You should meet him. Come on inside. So I go inside there. The dude's 102. I'm not joking. I'm not like the dude is literally 102 years old. It's kind of, chair bound. He's got his blanket sitting there, TV on. And so he's like, Grandpa, this is your neighbor who lives over in, and the dad or the grandfather was coherent enough to talk and listen, had bad hearing, obviously. But he thought I was the son of I saw, so we were just kind of talking. I was just kind of listening. Well, the grandson, who's like 60, very nice guy, he goes back out to mowing. So he's mowing. And so it was just me and this guy. And by the way, found out that Byron Kibler built that house, lived in that and then eventually he moved out. But he was 102 when he passed on. Byron Kibler did. But he built that house, lived in it. J.J. Smith, I already knew this. J.J. Smith built this house. But the garage that we're in was built by the baker in town that had a catering. So all these pipes that are here, we thought were for urinals and stuff. No, this was their prep food where they would do their catering. This is like a little mini kitchen for them. And, but anyway, I'm like talking to this guy, but I got terrible hearing and he's got terrible hearing. And we're just shouting back and forth.
Like 200-year-olds?
Yes. We were just grumpy old men in the freaking living room of this guy. And I've never talked to him before in my life. And he's just talking to me. And finally, I just had after like 25 minutes of really not understanding what he's saying, him not understanding what I'm saying. Like, it was great meeting you. And he goes, thanks for the time.
Walnuts. Did you call me nuts? What did you say?
He goes, you're the throat goat?
I listened to your podcast.
Dude, the guy had a crazy story though. Like he moved up here. His brother was captured in World War II, and he didn't want to go. It's not like he didn't want to go to the war too much because it was kind of at that time very unsettling. So if you worked for a company that was doing war efforts, you wouldn't get drafted. So he decided to go into Boeing and started working at Boeing as that was a war effort, building planes for the war. So that's why he moved up here. And so
he wasn't coherent enough for us to go over there. And this seems like it would be a good story.
It's a great story. I learned most of that from his grandson.
Oh, okay.
And then, so the guy that used to live here, he would raise corgis and sell the corgis. And so he had like a bunch of kennels out here, and I guess he would spray the dog shit, and they called him like Dog Shit John or whatever his name was. Like that was he couldn't stand the guy because he was spraying
little Dog Shit John again.
Oh man, it was like it was wild.
But it was the old guy that got it sprayed on.
Yeah,
called him Dog Shit John.
Oh yeah, back in like the 80s and the 90s, just 70s, 80s, and the guy was just spraying this dog crap into their.
At least he didn't think
yard.
you were Dog Shit John.
He asked me if I was his son.
Oh, you little dog shit.
Yeah. He thought, oh, so you bought it from your dad? Huh? No, he's not my dad. But and then they're like, no, the basketball player. And
you owe me $2,000 worth of dog shit cleanup,
dude,
sir.
it was but it was very interesting. He just kept repeating dog shit John.
He was going back in his mind.
Yeah.
He was having a flashback.
Dude, I had another crazy story too. Now that we get going here, I got some. I'll share that one with Craig. Craig will enjoy this. Well, next time we get on here, I'll tell that story. That story was wild too. But
it was with dog shit John.
No, I went to the casino and
now he's gonna tell it.
Yeah, I'll wait. I went to the casino though. I'll wait.
That's not surprising to anybody.
No, I know, but I'll wait on that. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening.
Stay tuned.
Who's your shout out? Did you already give a shout out?
It was Jackson. I was
Jackson.
checking
That's right.
on
You
him,
called
Florida.
him. That's right.
And everybody listening.
Thank you for listening. We're back, baby.
Send questions.
Send questions. Questions for our guests, or quotes. Questions for our hosts.
that doesn't sound appealing.
Love you guys. Have a great week. Hello.